Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TechGig webinar series, our endeavor to impart techies. We believe that sharing of knowledge is the key to enhance our skills and grow us as professionals. With this principle in mind, we have initiated a series of webinars conducted by industry experts to give you all a crisp insight of various domains. The topic of today's session is multi-channel test automation with open source. Our guest speaker today is Avinash Tiwari, Vice President Delivery at Crestek Software Systems. Avinash has vast experience in test automation planning, strategic consulting, and implementation of test automation frameworks. He leads the technology group at Crestek and primarily holds responsibility of managing technology initiatives for the automation consulting practice. He has managed and executed business-critical testing assignments, which includes automation framework implementation, creation and execution of QA and testing processes, creation of test strategies and test plans, and execution of various phases of testing. Avinash has been involved in the implementation of Testing Center of Excellence across multiple Fortune 500 clients. So without further delay, I introduce you all to our guest speaker. Over to you, Avinash.
Thanks, Mohini. So hello everyone. And at the outset, let me thank everyone for registering for this topic in such huge numbers. And as Mohini mentioned, my name is Avinash, and I am part of Crestek Software System. A bit about Crestek. It is one of the leading solution provider in this space of independent testing and quality assurance. As part of portfolio, we also have products in the space of test automation, performance, and security testing. I'm currently working in the capacity of VP delivery, as well as I am leading some of the technology initiatives around in the area of test automation and framework development. So without delaying further, what are we in for today? So well, today I'm going to screen for you is a Superman movie full of thrill and action. Did I say just movie? Don't worry, we are here for technical session. I got a bit carried away by the images, Superman images that are present on the screen, but it's definitely loaded with a lot of action. So to set the agenda, though it was purely accidental that I mentioned I'll be screening movie instead of webinar, but I'll keep my words and at least share the synopsis of the movie with you. And hopefully that will also set the agenda for this webinar. So the time in this whole movie story that I'm talking about is around 2010, 2012. And the location is Planet Open Source. And specifically the planet where the open source test automation tools reside. Now, in this period, everyone was living peacefully, be it the world of SOAPUI, water, or Selenium, and no one interfered with each other. Everything was going fine. Only till the time it was attacked by aliens. So who were these aliens? They were the new age, rich internet applications and other multi-platform complex enterprise applications. And why were these aliens so powerful? And what happened once they arrived at the scene? They started creating problems. Some of the problems specifically with rich internet applications, that a simple screen also will have part of web, images, video, flash, everything together. So to test that kind of problem, to test that kind of scenario, some of the individual tools became powerless, or individual supermen became powerless, if I can say so. In case of other complex applications, multi-platform complex applications. These applications spanned across platforms, starting from mobile to desktop, databases, web services, etc. I mean, you name it and they had it. What was the impact? Individually, these supermen became totally powerless. The question is, can they come together and become a superpower to fight the challenge? And that's really the climax of the movie. So they needed a superpower which can bring them together to fight the challenge that we just mentioned, challenge of the new age aliens. So today's session is all about how to create this superpower where we can combine the individual capabilities and create a bigger and end-to-end capability to handle some of the challenges that we just discussed as part of this short story. So enough of movie and story. Let's come back to our techies world. What we just discussed in form of movie synopsis, let's try to understand it in terms of some real facts, figures, and situations. In terms of facts and figures, I'm sure you all would be aware of the increasing trend of open source adoption in organizations. And just to validate it, I mean, there are 1.5 million registered users on opensourcetesting.org. Selenium is one of the most downloaded tool in the current situation as far as test automation tools are concerned. But another fact is no tool, especially in open source world, has the capability to automate across multiple platforms. So Selenium is good with cross-browser testing but has no support for image verification, web service calls, or native mobile application testing. There are other limitations as well. For example, it cannot automate any desktop component. It's only for web. Another important fact is, though we have tools available for specialized capabilities, there are no platforms, frameworks, or solutions available which allows leveraging the best of capabilities of these open source tools. So we know that open source world has moved very fast and there are very good specialized tools to handle specific problems, but there are no umbrella-like solution which can bring the best of capabilities under one umbrella, and the user would be able to leverage best of capabilities. With this, let's try to